Who's been to a Cuddle workshop before? So about half the room, which at least tells the others that some people do come back. And then when you're ready, just gradually lifting your head, just whenever it feels right. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Yeah, so I used to come to workshops like this, and if somebody said no to me, I would take it really personally, as if it's something, made it about myself. Like, why don't they want to do this with me? Am I too tall, too short, too fat, too thin, too ugly, too whatever, and just made it all about myself. And then one day I was at a workshop and was partnered up with somebody who reminded me of my deceased mother, and I was about to start the exercise and I thought, I can't do this. So I had to say, I'm sorry, I can't do this exercise right now. And then that was the eureka moment for me. So of course, if I can say no, and I still think she's a lovely person, then it must be that if people say no to me, it's not necessarily about me. It could just be, about themselves, about what their own boundaries, what they feel comfortable with. This experience of practicing saying no, we call it boundary fitness. That is the time lapse, the time lag between somebody asking something and you realizing what is authentic for me, what is authentic yes, what is authentic no. And the more you work through this, the less time lag is. So sometimes you might find that your starting point might be that you didn't realize 24 hours later you said yes to somebody and actually you should have said no. The sun's coming out. It's just stopped snowing. You're not going to go out today. You're going to stay in, and the most beautiful cat in the world jumps on your lap. If we see one of us is emotional, that really doesn't mean that they need fixing in any way. We'll offer them tissues and see if they want to be held, but we won't presume that that's a bad thing. It might be a really good thing. They might be waiting for that release for some time. So perhaps if you could find a partner that you've not worked with so far. Whoever is going to receive first, if they could put their hands on the cushion. You discuss, okay, we're touching hands, we're touching face. In itself, it doesn't sound much, but again, really powerful exercise, and people can often get emotional on that exercise. And of course, the best way to thank your partner for a fantastic experience is to give with love and attention when the tables are turned.
Generally, for a lot of us, the only touch we get is with our sexual partner, and if you're not in a relationship, well, that's that. And I just think it's so messed up. So actually doing this, I actually think that we're actually changing the world by doing this. I mean, it sounds a bit grandiose, but I actually believe that, because actually our energy will be different when we go out into the world. And people notice that. It's like people often say to me, wow, you're so happy, what's going on? I'm like, well, I do this, I'm going to the Cuddle workshop.
I've really, really enjoyed the touch and the experience, and everybody's been so friendly. It's marvellous. I'll be back.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think for me on a personal level, I think it was just, it's almost like that I can be me. That it's a space where I can just be me, because there is a part of me always that wants to connect with somebody. But I suppose for me, I go in thinking, do they want it? Will they like it? Basically, will they like me just as I am?
Det här har varit en fantastisk resa. Det har varit underbart att få vara omgiven av så många glada och öppna människor. Det smittar helt enkelt av sig. Cuddle-workshopen har ett större djup än man skulle kunna tro från början. Även om jag inte riktigt blev så där hög och berörd och upprymd som jag upplevde att de andra blev. Jag tror att workshopen kan ge tröst för saker man inte vill eller kan sätta ord på. Det känns som en plats som man kan vända sig när man känner sig ensam eller vilse. En plats för människor som ger otroligt mycket av sig själva, men som andra glömmer bort att ge tillbaka till.